This is the money they were sharing that was recovered.
Hello everyone, welcome once again to Think Tank TV. Happy Sunday to you. Now, how many of you remember 3 months ago where very dark man did something very mysterious by attempting to chase kidnappers just like what Harrison does? Now, I know why I started this video like this, and I'll be coming back to give you the reasons why I started it like this. Before I even start talking about this issue of Harrison and very dark man, you need to understand that it's a very delicate issue. The more you look, the more you could see. And I said it severally that, especially when it has to do with kidnapping in Nigeria, it's an organized crime. It's not just those guys with the arms in the bush that are behind this kidnapping. There are a lot of high-profile people behind it. And that is why Harrison has come out several times to say, see, it's not everything that happens in the bush that I can come out to say. It's not everything I know about kidnapping that I can come out to say. Here is the most disappointing part of this whole saga. I went to do a little investigation into this issue, and I discovered something that made me decide to come out and talk about this Harrison matter, to let you know that Nigerians are not rational thinkers. They take most information hook, line, and sinker. They do not go back and do their own investigation or think about things before they come out to make their analysis. Now, I went to do a discovery, an investigation about this Harrison versus Very Dark Man saga, and I discovered something that made me believe that, to a very large extent, Harrison will finally be vindicated. Even if he is not vindicated, I'll tell you a lot of what my discoveries were. You see, people easily forget when you do good. You see a person who has been doing good, maybe he does good like 10 times, and for some reason he makes a mistake or whatever, he does one bad good. People will always capitalize on the bad you have done and forget about all the good things you have done before. Now, for those of you who are thinking that, yes, Harrison may have taken 5-point-something million naira from the kidnappers' money, I'm going to be shocking you with some facts I'm going to be exposing to you. But let us first of all become rational about this whole thing. Firstly, when you go and check through the Facebook page of Harrison, you will find out the kind of views he has there. It will tell you that this guy, obviously, his problem should not be 5-point-something million naira. That is the first thing I observed. The second of them is that, like I showed you from the beginning part of this video, why Very Dark Man is obviously jealous of Harrison. Even if for any reason you find out that Harrison has misbehaved as a friend or as a fellow activist, the best thing you should do is not to come out and call for him to be arrested by the police. Trust me. And in the name of saying that you're doing it to protect him, meanwhile, it is obviously denting his image. The first thing you should do is to first of all hear from him. He should be allowed to have the right of fair hearing before you begin to go and call for police to arrest him or call him out on your media station. Assuming he even took the 5 million naira. This guy has never said he's a saint. Now, let me show you why I truly believe that there are possibilities that Harrison did not take that 5 million naira. There's something I saw on his page, and me, I don't just take information hook, line, and sinker. I look at the dots in between. He posted on his page, that was, I think it was 3 days ago. He said, I was in Edo State solely to assist. I remember His Excellency asking, that's the governor of Delta State, asking, how much do you want? And I replied, sir, I don't want payment, just the opportunity to test what we have. The CSO, the COS, and was there. I would have told him, give me 100 million naira. It wasn't about money. So if he can come out and tell you that this is what he said to Edo State, Delta State governor, he rejected money from the governor of Delta State, tells you that this guy is not all about money. He's out to serve. And even if he makes a mistake, we should even give him at least the benefit of the doubt to come and express himself to Nigerians. Now, let me show you another latest discovery that was done about this Harrison versus Very Dark Man saga.
They will not know how to go get the money. They release the boy. So now, Harrison Moto, the day police station. Harrison say, go help him, I go do something. Harrison is saying, a 1 hour time we take home. Harrison, now Harrison back home. Now, you see the trust what we get for you, Harrison. You disappoint us because you're supposed to tell us you won't come on money for that money. You don't tell anybody. And I call you when they tell me say that money no complete. Why those guys do they come? You tell me say the money complete. Now you come, you say 5.4, the money you come out, you don't know, but we can't turn a 5.4 million. Now come, make we know how we want to do this matter. We'll follow up. Say now you never still come. So anywhere you did Harrison, come back to I will share. We'll finalize this matter. Nobody will know. Nobody will know. So you know that.
Okay, for those of you who do not know, Harrison Gwaminishu is being dragged for taking money that is meant for kidnappers. Yes, for a lot of you who do not know Harrison is an activist. He's been doing well, his work. And recently he got into, security, whatever. In fact, he worked with a lot of government agencies, to help them catch kidnappers and all that. And sometimes he actually even put himself, in the forefront and also uses his page to also promote, peace and security, whatever. Now, this is my point. I'm not here to start to banter words I just want to say something. To this young man that said he's disappointed in Harrison, I expected you to handle this off social media. We don't know what it is. Harrison has not accepted that he stole money. He still said everything is under control. But I am saying, with this you're bringing to social media, it is distracting a lot of people. You said they're still holding your brother. They released his wife. They're still holding your brother. And this is already overshadowing the main thing, which is the fact that your brother is still held in the kidnapping den. Now, this whole thing you're doing on the media is watering down. People have even forgotten, that these people are still, in the kidnap custody, right? And for the fact that you are not sure, even though you said Harrison accepted to have taken the 5.4 million naira, you would have been patient enough for him to explain what he did with it, because this is somebody you are still going to see. This is somebody you are still going to go on a mission with, because, they've released the wife, they've not released the husband. But this whole thing is a distraction. I hear a lot of bloggers saying, bless him, why did Harrison did not come to explain? Harrison was beating about the bush. A lot of you need to understand what is called security. If Harrison comes on social media right now and wants to come and start saying exactly what is going on, you're practically giving the kidnappers the way that they can get you. Security comes with secrecy. Security is not something you can be bantering on social media. People are not even supposed to know when you are coming. In fact, with all this banter, these kidnappers, they are watching. And that is the distraction that they want. So please, let us stop this. Because you've done several videos. It's now looking as if you are after Harrison's image. And to Very Dark Man, I don't even expect you to contribute to this, because when you had different scandals, Harrison had the opportunity to come and throw you under the bus. I remember when people were doing comparison. In fact, I remember when Izzy Legbegbe wanted to use you to shine, when he wanted to hit Harrison's head and your head together. That time you were having a banter we had with copyright. Harrison came and said, no, don't do this. Very Dark Man is good in his own way. I am also good in my own way. Very Dark Man, I don't expect you to set your camera and start saying, come out and tell Nigerians what happened. Because you were not even there. It's hearsay. I don't expect you to be in this, position. There are other important things you should do. Let the police handle it. If you say the police is in question and you said, very dark man, that police say we should not bring it online, why are you bringing it online? Come on, please. You cannot do activism alone. If you drag all these people away, you can't do it alone. Everybody's unique in their own field. Seeing your video this morning, I was like, nah, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. Even if anything happens, you can just call him behind closed door. Guy. You've not even heard from the guy. You said that Harrison is in the police station. And right now, you're your social media hand writing, come and tell us what happened, except I will tell you guys. Come on. No. Harrison is a good guy. And that is the craziest thing about being an activist. For those of you who do not even understand, and that is the reason why, as Okoro Blessing, I run from giveaways. In fact, most of you do not even know that I started my career with giveaways. I started with Instablog. In fact, the very first giveaway, I was raising money for a widow. This was far back 9 years ago. This widow accused me of stealing from her. So one thing you must understand is that whenever you're working for the public, all these things will happen. You must be ready to give accountability, because most times it's not as if you stole. It's just because you have not given accounts. And the truth about it is, we Nigerians, we already have trust issues. Yes, we feel like everybody wants to steal from us. We feel like everybody is a thief. So at any slight thing, we are suspecting people. That is the beauty of accountability. So for every time you're serving the public, you need to be ready to come and be explaining yourself. You need to keep receipts. You need to keep documents, because sometimes even your delay can be mistook for stealing. Somebody can give you money to do something right now, and something comes up and you don't do that thing immediately. The person call you 3-4 times, pick. The person don't run, come social media, come talk, say it's TV money. Nobody is ready to give anybody excuses these days, because we have trust issues. And apart from that, a lot of people want to drag other people down to get up.